Hey everyone, Sam here from Silly Stories for Kids. Guess what? Here's another story made up on the spot just for you. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go. One day, two little kids named Colton and James were trying to find something else to do. Now they'd been playing some games this morning and playing hide and seek and all kinds of other things, but they were trying to work out what to do next. What do you think? Said Colton. I don't know, said James. Maybe we could... I know, said Colton. Do you want to do some colouring in? That's a great idea, said James. I'll go find some textures. So James ran off to go find some textures and Colton started searching around for something to colour in. He found a sheet with a picture of, it's Teddy Winkle. Let's do this one, he said. Good idea, said James as he raced back to the table. So the kids sat down at the table and popped the colouring page of Teddy Winkle down. Let's start with the sky, said Colton. Good idea, said James. So they picked up some blue textures and started trying to colour in the sky. They worked hard and they coloured until it looks really beautiful. What about this one? Let's do the trees. Let's give them green leaves. Yeah, good idea. So they started colouring in the trees with green, beautiful leaves. Then they coloured in the grass and then the trunks of the trees and then they were up to Teddy Winkle. Now, said Colton, Teddy Winkle is normally brown, but I've got an idea, said James. What's your idea, said Colton. Let's colour him purple like Pim Pim. You will not, said Teddy Winkle. What? Said the kids. Did the colouring in page just talk? I did, and you will not be colouring me in purple like that silly Pim Pim. Oh, well, maybe we will, said James as he picked up one of the purple textures and started trying to colour in Teddy Winkle. Hey, stop! Hey, said Teddy Winkle as he started running all over the page. Colton and James were laughing and Colton picked up a purple texture as well. The two kids were trying to colour in Teddy Winkle as he raced across the entire page. Stop that! Hey, I don't want to be... All of a sudden, James got a little bit of purple on Teddy Winkle's leg. Right, that does it! You've made me look like that silly Pim Pim, James. Well, I haven't finished, he said, as he went to colour in more of Teddy Winkle. But as he went to put his texture down on Teddy Winkle grabbed the texture. Hey, said James. And then Teddy Winkle pulled. All of a sudden, James got pulled inside the colouring sheet. What? Said James. What just happened? Ha! Now you're in the colouring sheet with me. Yeah, said Colton. And now I can colour in both of you. What? Said James. As Colton picked up at some different coloured textures and started trying to colour in Teddy Winkle and James at the same time. As Colton went to put the texture back down on James, James grabbed hold of the texture. Right, I can pull you in like Teddy Winkle did to me. No, you can't, said Colton, and they were trying to pull each other. James was pulling hard and Colton was getting pulled in, but Colton pulled back strong. Don't worry, James, I'm coming, said Teddy Winkle as he raced across and grabbed hold of the texture. Then Teddy Winkle did something very silly. He climbed up the texture out of the colouring page to where Colton was. Hey, said Colton. Then he grabbed hold of Colton and gave him a bump. Wow! Colton got pulled inside the colouring page. Now, Colton and James were both inside the colouring page, and Teddy Winkle had the textures. Right, now you two are in big trouble. No, we're not, said Colton. We can get out of here, I think. Ha-ha, said Teddy Winkle, as he grabbed some different coloured textures and he started trying to colour in the boys. Right, you're going to get pink hair, James, he said, as he started colouring in James's hair. Hey, that tickles. All right, and Colton, your pants are going to be fluoro orange, he said as he started colouring in James's pants. The boys were running around the page trying to get away from Teddy Winkle. They decided to hide behind the tree to try and work out what to do. All right, what are we going to do, James, said Colton. Well, I think next time he tries to colour us in, we need to grab his texture and pull him inside the page. But we need to be quick. Okay, well, how about next time he tries, we don't try and run away and we'll just grab it. Yeah, good idea. So the boys went out and pretended to be running away. All right, you're back. Now I'm going to give you some purple shoes. And Teddy Winkle started trying to colour in Colton's shoes. As the texture came down, the boys both grabbed hold of it and pulled. Teddy Winkle got pulled inside the colouring page as well. Teddy Winkle, Colton and James all looked at each other. Uh-oh, said James. Yeah, big ol', said Teddy Winkle. How are we going to get out of here now? I don't know. Well, let's explore anyway. So they decided to go exploring around the colouring page. They started looking around the base of the tree to see what else they could find. And they found, hey, there's something down here. What is it? Said James. Colton picked something up off the ground. It's a shovel. What's the shovel going to do? Well, maybe we could dig a hole? Let's try. So the boys started digging near the corner of the page, and they realised that they could make a tunnel that went outside the page. Where's it going to go? I don't know, let's follow. So they started digging their little tunnel, and when they popped up on the other side, they were in a new colouring page. Hey, look, this one's different. They started looking around that page. We're at the beach now. This is fun. They started looking around the beach to see what there was. Hey, this is good. Oh, can I jump in the water? The water was half coloured in. I'm going to jump in the blue bit, said Teddy Winkle, as he raced over towards the blue. Oh, he jumped in. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look, I can do Teddy Winkle backstroke, said Teddy Winkle as he started paddling backwards. That looks like fun, said James. Can I come? He raced out as well. Just then, Colton looked up. Teddy Winkle. Yes, Colton? We might be in some very big trouble. What? Why's that? They all looked up, and there, staring down at the colouring page, was a purple, fuzzy creature. Teddy Winkle, said Pim Pim. Uh-oh, said Teddy Winkle. No! Somehow, the kids and Teddy Winkle had stumbled into a colouring page that was being worked on by... Hello, it's me, the Pim Pim. Pim Pim, can you help us get out of this colouring page, please? Without doing anything too silly? Well, I could do that. Or I could actually do some very silly colouring in. Oh dear, said Colton. This could get ridiculous. Okay, so we will start with some blue. And Pim Pim picked up the blue pencil. The kids and Teddy Winkle knew what to do. As soon as Pim Pim put the pencil down, they would try and grab it and pull it out. So, as Pim Pim put down the pencil, the kids grabbed hold. And as they pulled, Pim Pim let go. The pencil got pulled in, but Pim Pim stayed where he was. Oh no, you will not trick me with the pulley inside the colouring page trick. I am much smarter than that. Oh dear, said Colton. What are we going to do, said James. Well, at least we got a pencil, said Teddy Winkle. Meanwhile, Pim Pim disappeared for a moment. Where'd he go, said Teddy Winkle. I don't know, said Colton, but I think we should be worried. Next, Pim Pim came back with... What's he shaking, said Colton. I think it's spray paint, said James. No, said Teddy Winkle. Pim Pim started spray painting the colouring page. They could see the spray going all over the page and doing all kinds of different colours. He had lots of different colours of spray paint. He was spraying things blue and purple and yellow, and in no time at all, the kids and Teddy Winkle were covered in all different colours. Oh dear, look at me. I'm some kind of colourful mess. It does look pretty cool though, said Colton. Yes, said James, that looks like fun. I think we can use this pencil to work out a way out of here. What do you mean, said Colton. Maybe if we draw something that's going to help us get out. Oh, maybe like a ladder, said James. Good idea. While Pim Pim was spraying away, Teddy Winkle, James and Colton all started trying to draw a ladder with the pencil. As they drew and drew, in no time at all, they had a fantastic looking ladder. All right, now, let's take it to the corner of the colouring page. They took it over to the corner of the colouring page. Hang on, we need to distract Pim Pim so he doesn't see what we're doing. All right, said James. You and me, Teddy Winkle, we'll run over there and start yelling. And Colton, you try and sneak out. Okay, said Colton. I think we can do it. So, Teddy Winkle and James raced over to the other side of the colouring page. Hey, Pim Pim, said Teddy Winkle. Yes, Teddy Winkle? I bet you can't spray my ears pink, he said. Oh, yes, I can. Pim Pim grabbed the pink spray paint and started trying to spray Teddy Winkle. And I bet you can't spray my shoes orange, said James. Oh dear, yes I can, said Pim Pim. You just watch me. Pim Pim had 2 cans of spray paint and he was trying to chase Teddy Winkle and James across the page with them. Shh! While Pim Pim wasn't looking, Colton set up the ladder on the side of the page. He climbed out and snuck up behind Pim Pim. As Pim Pim was spraying and spraying and spraying, Colton grabbed Pim Pim's hand and pressed it against the page. Hey, stop that! As he pushed it on, James and Teddy Winkle grabbed hold of Pim Pim's hand and pulled him into the page. No! Pim Pim got pulled in. Quick, now, said James. Colton quickly picked up a pencil and put it against the page. James and Teddy Winkle grabbed on and Colton pulled them out. And there, left in the colouring page all by himself was... Oh dear, said Pim Pim. Remember how I was colouring you in? Yes, we do, said Teddy Winkle. Well, it may not have been the best idea. Maybe I shouldn't have, Too late for that, said Colton. They all grabbed one of the little spray cans each. I think that Pim Pim should be pink now, said Colton. And I think that his legs should be green, said James. And I think his tummy should be yellow, said Teddy Winkle. No, said Pim Pim. Shh. And they sprayed until Pim Pim was completely covered. They all laughed. All right, we better try and work out how to get back to our house. Well, I think we need to go through that one and back through the tunnel and into your colouring page. Hey, Pim Pim. Yes, said Pim Pim. Have you learnt your lesson? Yes, I have. And what is that lesson? Said Teddy Winkle. Colouring in is so much fun, as he said as he started dancing around, all colourful. Oh dear. All right, boys, let's get in there. So they all jumped back into the colouring page. They climbed back through their tunnel and took the pencil with them. They drew a new ladder on their page and climbed back out. James and Colton waved to Teddy Winkle from outside the colouring page. See ya, kids, said Teddy Winkle. Bye, Teddy Winkle, yelled the kids. And with that, Teddy Winkle disappeared back down the hole and was gone once again. As the kids were still brushing off their clothes, their mum walked in. Hey kids, have you been doing some colouring? Oh, that looks fantastic. Didn't that colouring page have a picture of Teddy Winkle on it? Where'd he go? Well, said Colton, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story. Today's episode is brought to you by Teddy Winkle's Colouring Pages. If you want a colouring page that'll try and colour you back, buy one of Teddy Winkle's colouring pages and you can have all the colouring fun you ever imagined. We hope you've been enjoying silly stories for kids. Make sure to leave a review wherever you find your podcast and share it with all of your friends. This has been me, Teddy Winkle. And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.